Yesterday was the start of Hispanic Heritage Month, a time to celebrate the cultures, histories, and contributions of Hispanic and Latino communities across the country and here in Central Illinois.
Throughout this month, we'll be sharing their stories in 2 languages. Here's Kimberly Gomez.
On September 16, 1810, the fight for Mexico's freedom began with that historic call known as El Grito de Dolores, or a call for freedom, a call that still echoes and is still at the heart of Mexican Independence Day celebrations today.
In 1810, the Catholic priest Miguel Hidalgo rang the bell at his church in the city of Dolores and gave a speech that kind of demanded the end of Spanish rule in Mexico. And so that kind of started the process and the movement for independence in Mexico, and thus it's remembered as Mexican Independence Day, celebrated on the 16th of September.
The speech Hidalgo gave sparked a revolution. Every year, the president of Mexico reenacts the call to independence, and for the first time, Mexico is led by a woman, President Claudia Sheinbaum, who carried out the annual grito, ringing a bell and shouting, "Viva Mexico," 3 times.
So it kind of became the symbol, if you will, of the revolution. And this is a way to remember the culture, to remember where people came from. It's a way to celebrate Mexican heritage, remember the struggle for independence and those who came before and kind of fought for that, and to really kind of represent a part of who you are if you are Mexican American.
Here in Central Illinois, celebrations may be smaller than in Mexico, but the spirit is alive. Through family gatherings, church events, music, and food, local Hispanic and Latino communities keep their culture alive, passing down traditions from generation to generation.
I think it's important when thinking about Mexican Independence Day and when speaking about Hispanic Heritage Month in general, that Mexicans, Americans, and all kind of Hispanic Americans, they're not a monolith. Just because someone celebrates Mexican Independence Day does not make them anti-American. It doesn't make them like Mexico more than they like America. You know, it is entirely possible to have multiple identities, multiple cultures, multiple beliefs, and to love both the country you live in and the country you come from.
Mexican Independence Day is more than history. Here in Central Illinois, it continues to be a celebration of culture, resilience, and the stories that connect future generations. In Peoria, Kimberly Gomez, 25 News.
All right, Kimberly, thank you. And for our Spanish-speaking viewers, you can find the Spanish version of that story on our website, 25newsnow.com.